All right, welcome back to an episode of Beer, Bacon, and Bros. We are talking about a very hot topic going around the NFL right now in this off season that we've been in for just 2 days now. It is quite insane that we're talking about, in my opinion. This is the fact that Kyler Murray is asking for $50 million a year from the Cardinals to maintain the status of being their starting quarterback. That has, how many playoff wins does he have?
One.
Is it one?
Is it one? Is it mediocre at best?
Yeah,
Is it one? Has he got one wild card win?
Probably last year.
I think they got the win last year, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because they didn't win this year.
No.
And he's been active for starting for 3 years?
Yeah, he's been the starting quarterback for 3 years.
And he's already wanting to be paid to the level that Mike Trout is being paid. If you think about it.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
he would literally.
He would be the highest paid quarterback, or the highest paid player in the NFL, and I think it would set a record for the highest paid single season in the NFL, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, hasn't won a Super Bowl. Hasn't won an MVP. Hasn't won the division.
Hasn't won the divisional series. I mean, like nothing. He hasn't done anything postseason wise.
No, I wasn't even talking about postseason. I was saying, I don't think Arizona is one that.
Oh no, they haven't won their
They
division.
haven't won their division in the 3 years he's been there.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
So- So you're asking to be paid top tier quarterback pay, and you have produced
a rookie of the year.
mid level quarterback stats.
Yeah.
For going into your fourth year.
I mean, it's crazy, man.
I mean,
don't-
granted, we talked about it off camera earlier. We saw the same thing. Dak was trying to pull the same nonsense, but it wasn't at the 50 million mark. It was like 44. He was asking.
I mean,
for.
he's only top 10 in interceptions and QBR this past season. And you don't want to say you're top 10 in interceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He's actually, so they didn't make the playoffs last year. The only time he's taken this team to the playoffs
Was
is
this
this
year?
year, and they lost on the first
And they
round.
lost.
Okay.
So he has no playoff wins.
He has no playoff wins. So no playoff wins. Never won your division. I mean, you've been in the MVP conversation. Like he was in the MVP conversation earlier this season, but
He's put up.
Yeah, when they started 7-1,
It's also
they
just
lost 8
so-
straight games.
yeah.
It's so early in a career to
Come on,
say
50
that,
million.
hey, you need to pay me as I'm the number one player in the NFL. Because, I mean, granted, yeah, you are really good. I'll give you that. But you are not worthy of being the highest paid player in the league at all. Like, not even close.
Yeah.
They get-
Shouldn't have even, like, if I was on the negotiation staff of the Cardinals and
I would've
they
laughed.
passed me along 50, I would have laughed in his face.
Yeah.
I would have been like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
Like, there's just no chance.
And he's upset about catching all the blame for their playoff loss, right? He's upset about like he's been called immature. He's been called like not a leader.
The shoe fits.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. They're saying.
Well, I mean,
But what has he done to make y'all say that?
Well,
But that I don't know. That's just coming out of
Well,
the
no,
locker
the-
room and the coaching staff from Arizona right now.
the immaturity as of right now, you can say he's immature in the fact that he decided to unfollow them on all social media.
Because
He wiped everything.
Because
his
he's
decisions
upset.
aren't going the way.
Yeah, because he's upset that he's not getting his $50 million. All right, that's a little.
Yeah, you can say it's ultimate. You can say that's childish. But you can also say that's also part of like a negotiating tactic that him basically
I'm gonna
putting their
dis-
feet to the fire that like
I'm
I will leave.
Or I'm just gonna
Yeah.
disassociate myself from the team altogether right now
Yeah.
until we get this thing worked out.
Yeah, but I mean, even if he leaves, there's no team in the NFL that's going to pay him $50 million.
Well, the problem for him right now is he's negotiating a contract that he's not even going to get to for another 2 years, right? Like he's just finished his third season. He's the first overall pick. He's on a 5-year deal, unless he signed a special deal and it's only 4 years.
I
So
thought the 50 was a team option.
that's through first round picks, but the first overall pick typically gets a 5-year deal. So I mean, you're talking about a guy who this is not next season's pay. This could possibly not even be the following year after that. That is future, Kyler Murray.
Three seasons down the road.
And so, I agree with Alex. It can be a negotiation tactic. Does it look immature? I think it looks immature. So is it kind of playing into what the Cardinals are coming out and saying from a coaching standpoint, a locker room standpoint?
Yes.
Yes. I mean,
But
is the
do
guy
do I see the way the world's been going, the way the NFL has been going, as far as their new deal with TV revenue and just the way teams' cap space has worked? Do I see quarterbacks getting paid $50 million? Absolutely.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. And I mean, you might see in the next 5 years a first round guy get a 5-year, $200 million deal.
Well, no, because the CBA actually limits the draft.
Oh, well,
but after his first contract, can somebody go out here and get a 5-year
or 4-year, $200 million deal?
Yeah.
I mean, you could
absolutely.
really see that if that said first overall pick quarterback pans out and does what he's supposed to do.
Joe Burrow could sit here right now and say, "Hey, I'm expecting to get $50 million."
But he deserves more contention on that.
Exactly.
Because of the numbers he's put
he
up.
He almost won a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
his second year. His first full season, he almost wins a Super Bowl. Yeah.
You put your team in title contention.
Yeah.
In your second full year, or your first full year as a quarterback, your second year in the league. Kyler Murray hadn't even sniffed a playoff, hadn't sniffed a division title.
Until this year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's very upset about how he's getting blamed for the playoff loss. The man went 19 for 34 for 137 yards and 2 picks, no touchdowns. Right?
He also lost to the Super Bowl champions.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's something to say about that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
he lost to one of the better defenses in the playoffs.
Clearly the best. Now that it's over with, the best team in the NFL.
Yeah.
Clearly the best team in the NFL.
And that's fine, but don't act like you don't have a little bit of the.
Oh yeah, don't say like, yeah, man. I did my thing. I went 22 of 25.
But he does have a point though that you can't blame him when their rushing only had 41 yards the entire game.
Heck yeah, and their defense gave up 34 points. Heck yeah.
You can't blame it all on him. I think that's what he's trying to say.
We got the top quarterbacks right here. Where should Kyler Murray get paid depending on these top quarterbacks? Obviously, Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen are the two that are over 40. Dak Prescott's right at 40. Deshaun's 39. Russell 35.
He should be at 33.5 million.
You think he's right there with Aaron Rodgers and Jared Goff?
Yeah.
I think
because he's better than Kirk Cousins, Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, Tannehill.
Yeah.
He's better than the next four.
Yeah.
I was gonna say depending. Well, I think Aaron Rodgers is better than what he's being paid. He's a better.
Oh,
his deal goes up next year, so Aaron's over 40 next year.
So, but what was Tannehill making?
29.5.
And that's 27.5 more than he deserves.
And
then 12th is TJ Watt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who deserves every single penny they're paying him.
Yeah.
And how much is Kirk making?
Kurt's making 33.
I say 33.5.
I wouldn't even say he's better than Kirk.
I was gonna go right there with you.
I say he might be a better mobile threat than
Jared Goff.
Jared
Goff is not as good as Kirk Cousins.
No.
I do think he's better than Kirk Cousins. The fact of I do think that the Cardinals did have a better season though, and Kyler Murray helped his team do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Personally, I think
I think production-wise,
I would take Kirk Cousins before I would take Kyler Murray. Or do you like the mobile threat of Kyler and that's why you take him? That's two different conversations. 31.5, 32 tops.
Yeah.
I think is where you belong.
He should be above the 30 million, but
yeah.
I mean, you're telling that dude to lower his expectations by
$20 million.
Yeah. I mean, but.
Well, the team's not wrong in saying that when you have nothing to stand on.
You have not proven to me that you are worth.
You're asking him to lower by 40%.
Yep.
But
all right. So let's get wild with it. Is Kyler Murray done? Is he going to retire from the NFL and go to the MLB?
If he doesn't get this deal done, no.
I mean, has he been active with the teams these past couple of seasons in spring training and stuff?
No. But
he won't do that.
There's more money in the NFL. He can make.
He knows he'll make. Somebody will pay him enough money to make him happy to stay in the NFL.
I think this could be I'm gonna ask ridiculously high to see what they're willing to give me, but I'm willing to take 38.
Yeah, he knows where his limit. He knows what he wants. He's just asking for a high number to see what he can actually get.
Yeah.
So leave in the comments what you think about Kyler Murray, the whole situation. Is he done? Is he going to get his deal? Is he going to remain an Arizona Cardinal?